Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about the Storm Collectibles Street Fighter 6 Ryu. Now, everyone knows him as Hot Ryu, who is now with the beard and all that other stuff. 1000% true, right? So we have a slightly new body here with some things that are new about it. And it's actually pretty cool. I like it. One of those things is that they're now adding soft goods at Storm Collectibles for figures. And it is wired throughout so you can get a nice flow of the figure. As you can see here, I could do like the blowing in the wind style, which is probably a personal favorite of mine. Then if I want, let's actually pop that again. I got a little too extra. So as you can see here, I can just lift it over. Let's talk about his little cloak. As you can see here, it's Oro styled. I don't know if you guys remember Oro. For those Street Fighter people, I'm pretty sure you do know. But you can see it's wired pretty really well. Now, you can also change the shape wise because it is wired. So you can get a lot of emphasis and character out of this, especially the blowing of direction. Now, we could talk about our body here. First thing I want to talk about is going to be our beautiful head sculpt on Ryu. Whoop, there we go. As you can see here, the head sculpt looks phenomenal. Down to the eyebrows and the headband. The beard look good. There's a little bit of the 5 o'clock shadow in certain spots because, you know, Ryu's beard is growing in patchy. And it's pretty crazy because I'm going to do it. I'm going to show you articulation wise, right? One of the things that I think Storm did pretty new is that here with our body, this actually rocks and doesn't remove the leg from its position. So you can get a deeper ab crunch. So adding that to the ball joint is a really nice thing to do, especially when you feel like this may be, if it doesn't swivel enough for the character, you actually have that extra emphasis now. As you can see, mine's is just really tight. So I'm going to add some shock oil later, but there is a complete and utter thigh swivel there on that ball joint, as well as a new added emphasis on that ab crunch. Now, I'm going to pop that in. There we go. So as you can see now, get a really nice forward crunch. I went a little bit of over in excess in that position right there. There we go. As you can see, it's fully covered here in the back. I got a little bit over, but gives it a nice and complete forward crunch. We actually get a beautiful 90 degree there with no issues. Let me get a little bit of focus. Whoa, focus. There we go. We have a beautiful double joint here. We actually have the swivel here that allows for the leg, as well as ankle pivot that rotates inward, outward, and a toe hinge as well. So that means if you want to do rider kicks, you technically can still do your rider kicks. And my arm is popping out a little bit early, but I think that's, again, it could be due to a few other things, but I might have gone too far with the posing because I definitely had a beautiful pose session with him before. But as you can see here, we can hit rider kicks with Ryu with little to no issue. We still have a beautiful butterfly joint here in the torso. We can also maneuver this so that it looks in the direction that we want it to. But I got to get Ryu up against Akuma soon. Actually, Ryu's a little bit more calmer than he is with Ken in terms of fighting stance. But as you can see here, we do have positions that we can take with little to no issue. Now, I'm going to put a little shawl back on, or cloak, I should say. Then if you are worried about it sitting in a certain spot and thing, what you could do is you can wire it because it's pinched. So yeah, that soft plastic is still going to allow you to get a really nice position and look really good with your Ryu. I'm really happy for those who are liking the Street Fighter 6 stuff. I do hope that we get Kimberly. Full disclosure, I haven't played through that game fully. I only fought my boy Nicholas like 80 million times in quick matches. And we be going at it. But we had a great time. So this is Ryu so far. Let's get into the accessories. First things first with accessories, we have a stand, which will be to complement our Hadouken effect part. There will be a peg hole there for you. See, you can see right through it clearly right there. The Hadouken piece is really nice. Beautiful update to it. I like how they gradually change it throughout the games. One thing is also you will get 4 headbands. Obviously for one twisting in a direction and one for twisting in the other direction, as you can see here in another head sculpt. Either way, they'll look fine from behind. So you'll get 2 for left and 2 for right positioning. That being said, here is our grit teeth sculpt. Looking beautiful. Next up, you will get a yelling sculpt. Then you'll get a sterned face Ryu sculpt. Super sterned. So here we are with our normal, and then we have the stern face, so you can see the difference. I know some people are gonna ask, like, what's the difference? One has a more sterner lip, and as Optimus Prime once said, I thought you were made of sterner stuff, Megatron. We have our Hadouken hands. Satsu no Hado. We have our overhead chopping hands. I believe this is the forward hard punch, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. I can't remember everything. We have martial arts hands for pose hands. Utterly beautiful. Last but not least, we just have open grasp hands. These don't actually grasp anything, but they do look really cool. You can use them as the cupping Hadouken hands, or you can just use them in general for holding a pose. And that about rounds out our accessories for Ryu. Short, sweet, and to the point. Now, I'm gonna go grab some Storm collectible stuff so we can get in a nice size comparison. I'll see you guys in a bit. Now we jump into the size comparison. We're gonna mix around games, obviously, because there's only 2 characters released from 6 so far. So here we are with Storm Collectibles Akuma, aka Goki. And for those of you that don't know region names, go learn stuff. I'm not here to teach you. Here we are with Luke from Street Fighter 6. And as we can see, Ryu is a little bit smaller, but it does look really phenomenal next to these guys. Excuse me. But yeah, I really like that. The height differences in these look really, really good. Now, we're going to take these 2 away. Then we're going to compare to Juri and Sagat. And I'm only comparing Storm stuff because they are their own scale. I'm guessing closer to 7-inch stuff. So here we are with Juri. And then I'm going to use Sagat because he's literally like the tallest man ever. And as you can see, I really love the different sizes in these. That means there's a lot of love put into this that makes it work. And then last but not least, I'm going to use Kyo Kusanagi because, you know, they're rivals across different brands. They've had that crossover love. Now you can see if you do Ryu versus Kyo, Kyo's still a little bit taller, but it does work in terms of your crossover games fun, which we know SNK excels at the fighting game stuff. So there you have it. Little quick walkthrough, some size comparisons. Storm is his online thing, but as always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something new. And if you didn't, hey, there's always somebody else you can learn from, and that's cool too. So as always, please do 2 things for me. 1, if you can, like, comment, subscribe, say something nice. I hope you had a good day, please, whatever it is, right? Secondly, thing is, please, as always, make sure you're taking care of yourself, you're taking care of your loved ones, and, you know, don't put no evil out in the world, right? You want to put good out because you want that good to come back to you. So please, be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later.